When an ex-soldier who discovers gold in the wilderness tries to take the loot to the city, Nazi soldiers, led by a ruthless SS officer, do battle with him. This is the movie SISU. This is my review for you. So welcome back to the channel, everyone, and welcome to this new here movie review for the film SISU, which was kindly sent to me to watch and do a review of. And to be honest, I'd seen the poster. It didn't intrigue me whatsoever. It's just one of the posters that I've just looked past, and the title meant nothing to me. But I sat down and I watched it. Is this film any good? Let's talk about it. Like I said, I had no idea what it was about. This film was actually released in Finland on January 27th of 2023. It's got a 15 rating and runs for 91 minutes. So a nice, concise runtime. The film is written and directed by Jalmari Helander. And the film stars Jorma Tommila as Atami, Ansel Henny as Bruno, and following up proceedings we have Jack Doolan and Mimosa Williamo. Now this film, first off, it is in English, okay? There's not too much said in the film. It's a very visual film more than a vocal film. The film is set in 1944 during the Lapland War, where Finland and Germany, Nazi Germany, waged a war. In this film here, we meet up with the main character of Artami, and he's a gold prospector. He's living off the land, he's living in the wilderness with his horse, with his dog, and he's just digging for gold. That's all he wants to do, but he's got a backstory. He finds what he's looking for. He finds a wealth of gold, and heading back into town, he passes a battalion of soldiers who are about to leave Finland Lapland, because the war's coming to an end. Only like Nazi soldiers always portrayed, these are the bad guys. These are horrible, led by this ruthless SS officer. And they start a bit of trouble on him. And it's basically a revenge story. They go after him, they go after the gold, they get the gold, he then goes after them for the gold. They've got some young girls as hostages in the back of one of their trucks, which are they using for their own pleasure, if you see what I'm saying. And this is the film. It's a lovely, concise runtime for what it does. Now, this film here, it's a war film, it's an action film, but it's more akin to something you would get from Quentin Tarantino. But when I say Quentin Tarantino, I'm talking about the sort of time when he'd done Death Race and things like that. When he'd done the Grindhouse films. It's a very grindhousey kind of a movie set during World War II. Akin to things like Hobo with a Shotgun, Brawl on Cell Block 99. It's very much in that vein of movie, if you want to know what sort of a movie you're getting into. But what I will say is that for the 91 minutes that this film was on, I was not bored at all. I was intrigued from the get-go. This film has it all in droves. I mean, the film looks fantastic. It's obviously shot on a relatively low budget, but it looks great. There's violence in the mix, there's blood, there's gore, there's body parts being blown apart, there's knives through heads if you're a gore hound and that sort of a thing, bullets through heads, back of heads being blown off, all this wealth of gory kind of stuff in the mix, and it's all surrounding this one character, this one intriguing character who doesn't even say anything in the entire film until the very end. Seriously, it's a visceral film. You don't even need words. There are words in the film spoken by others, but not by him. It's all done in the facial, in the eyes, in the mouth, in the expressions. And, you know, this is a really good film. You know, it came out of nowhere for me. I didn't even expect it. But wow, I was blown away. This is, I mean, on the back it says John Wick meets Mad Max. I'd say it's more Kill Bill meets Mad Max. The film is broken down into chapters with chapter titles. And you know we've seen that sort of thing in Quentin Tarantino movies before and in other movies. But this was a visceral, fast-paced film. It does, you have to suspend disbelief at certain points in this movie. Seriously, there's some things that you just roll your eye at, stupid, that this geezer survives and he gets away with, but it's all worth it. It truly is. This was a fun movie. Certainly a film that when the proper physical media release comes out, I will get it and I will watch this. I took this round to my dad to lend him. Only I left the disc in the player. But yes, seriously, go and watch this film. You will not be disappointed. Fantastic. I think this film could very well make my top 10 of the year. I think it really could. Seriously, it's a strong contender, even in the top 5. It was that good, that enjoyable, and not what I expected whatsoever. I went into this expecting a black and white movie. I didn't know whether to expect English language, foreign language, because I hadn't seen the trailer. Completely blind watch, and wow, I was blown away, like many a person in this movie. Anyway, there's my review for this here film, SISU. And by the way, SISU is a Finnish word meaning stoic, determination, grit, bravery, resilience. That's the main character, Atami. See you on the next one. Take care all, and goodbye.